My name is Christine Gavin, and I am the founder and CEO of Philanthropy in the Black. Philanthropy in the Black is this new, invigorating program that my firm, Christine Gavin and Company, has put together after 22 years of working in philanthropy and corporate social responsibility. It's really a exploratory work in looking at compassionate capitalism and passionate philanthropy. It is an aggregate newsroom of social investments. It's a podcast of many interviews from corporate social responsibility executives and CEOs. And it's video shorts of storytelling of what is going on in terms of social equity in our global world. We're rooted in looking at the social human needs of our country and our citizens. I think that we have been letting corporations off the hook, as proven by the 4% during a global pandemic. And I don't know how we fix that, other than celebrating those corporations that are doing well. And we're going to talk to them because we think that compassionate capitalism is something that most corporations and CEO leaders want to have. We think that passionate philanthropy is where our country needs to be. So in the next year, 2 years, 3 years, we want to bring in more of your average everyday citizen and to take this big word, this 17th century Greek origin word, and bring it down to a common understanding that we are all responsible for the well-being of others, and that corporations and capitalism is falling short, and we want to do better. And how can we do better? And these are the stories that we're going to be telling through Philanthropy in the Black. Philanthropy in the Black is intended for consumer awareness for those true stakeholders in capitalism. Well, the goal of Philanthropy in the Black is to really spotlight those truly great companies who believe that their profits being in the Black are, and their philanthropy being in the Black, are equally shared. Part of this initiative is to really ascertain that making the pledge is not enough. So the top 50 American companies that made a pledge towards racial equity and social justice, there's been large numbers of investments in loans and development of businesses, but there's still a huge part of our economy that's suffering. There's still a need when it comes to human services, education, human welfare, that's not being addressed. And that bottom 1% is the most important, crucial part of our economy that makes us whole. That will be the difference between whether or not the United States continues to be the world's strongest economy or China. Because I think that our people, our American spirit, is going to start to look at each other and look at corporations and say, are you a part of our humanity? And the 5% or less number is saying that answer is no. So we're in a very interesting space with corporate social responsibility. Just recently, Larry Fink wrote in his corporate letter to his shareholders that he believes that capitalism has the power to shape society and can be a powerful catalyst of social change. If we can get corporations to look at their profits and say, we're going to take the same approach to having our philanthropy in the Black, we will have a reimagined world. There is a challenge with companies, with corporate America, with our capitalism, that says that we're not, our index of corporate social responsibility is not doing too well. So in 2020, philanthropy, the numbers went this way: $471.4 billion was created in the industry. That's a lot of dollars. We are a giving, compassionate country. So what we have in our country, we have huge amounts of passionate philanthropy. What we're starting to wane in is compassionate capitalism. What's interesting is the dynamics and the percentages. So even during a global pandemic, our philanthropy did increase. Let's talk about where and how. So it increased with individual giving, which was somewhere around 69%. Foundations stood tall at 19-20%. Bequests were somewhere between 9 and 10%. But where we saw a decline in the middle of a global pandemic was in corporate social responsibility. So the concept of our looking to examine why there was a decline and how our country will be better, how our global unity will be better through compassionate capitalism, is what this series of podcast interviews, what these video shorts, and what our newsroom will start to explore.